Good afternoon. My name is Robbie Luxbacher, and as chairperson of the Student Affairs Committee of the University's Board of Trustees, I would like to welcome everyone to this public meeting of the Student Affairs Committee. This meeting has been duly advertised as a public meeting in accordance with the Sunshine Act and is therefore open to members of the public as observers. A quorum is present for the transaction of business. Participation in the meeting is limited to members of the Student Affairs Committee and to those the committee invited in advance to take part. The minutes from the May 19, 2021 public meeting of the committee were included in your meeting materials. Does anyone have any corrections or additions to the minutes? If there are no corrections or additions, the minutes as circulated stand approved. There is one mandatory student fee resolution on today's agenda for consideration. The resolution regarding this fee is included in the meeting materials. I would like to call on Vice Provost and Dean of Students, Kenyon Bonner, to discuss the resolution pertaining to the mandatory student security and transportation fee increase for the University of Pittsburgh campus. Then I will call for a vote on this resolution. Kenyon?
Thank you, Robbie. The security and transportation fee is assessed of all Pittsburgh campus students each semester. The current fee of $90 per semester has remained unchanged since 2007 and supports the campus shuttle system and the Fare Free Ride program with the Port Authority. The current fee is insufficient to support these services, resulting in a growing deficit in the Transportation Reserve account. The account currently has a deficit of $16.5 million, which has grown by an average of $2.5 million annually over the last 5 normal operating years, excluding the impacts of COVID-19. Further, the Port Authority has notified the university that the per ride costs for Pitt employees and students will be increased for the first time in nearly 6 years, contributing to even higher expected future deficits. A break-even analysis was conducted to identify the increase in student fee required to eliminate the annual deficit. 2 factors contribute to this deficit. 1, insufficient revenue from student fees to support student-related expenses. And 2, insufficient hard funding to support employee Port Authority ridership. Through the CFO's annual Responsibility Center resource proposal process, Business and Auxiliary Services requested an increase in hard funding in the amount of $852,000 for a total of $2,386,506 in hard funding to support employee ridership based on actual ridership data. Assuming that increase is approved, a break-even analysis was performed to identify the increase required in the student fee. Based on this analysis, the recommended per semester increase in the security and transportation fee is $40, bringing the total fee to $130 per semester. The combination of the increase in hard funding and student fee increase is expected to eliminate the annual deficit for the transportation department. There is no projected financial risk associated with this fee increase. However, the Port Authority has reported that they will be raising the per ride fee for our students, faculty, and staff. This increase could offset a portion of the recommended correction and require additional increases in both hard funding and student fees in future years. Business and Auxiliary Services will continue to monitor the impact of any future increases. Should the student fee increase not be approved, the university will continue to offer transportation options, but would continue to operate in an annual deficit, which is not sustainable long-term. This fee increase does not eliminate the current deficit, but it does prevent it from continuing to grow. The university is therefore proposing the following resolution. Resolution of the Student Affairs Committee approving the increase in the mandatory student security and transportation fee, Pittsburgh campus. Whereas the Board of Trustees has delegated authority and responsibility to the Student Affairs Committee to oversee mandatory student fees. And whereas the student security and transportation fee supports the campus shuttle system and the Fare Free Ride program with the Port Authority. And whereas the current fee is insufficient to support these services and has resulted in a growing deficit that currently stands at $16 $0.5 million and which will continue to grow if the fee remains at its current level. And whereas the student security and transportation fee has remained unchanged since 2007. Now be it resolved, the Student Affairs Committee hereby approves a fee increase of $40 from $90 per semester to $130 per semester for all students at the University of Pittsburgh campus. And be it further resolved that an explanation of this decision will be given to all students who will be paying the student security and transportation fee in the fall 2021 term, and that the Student Affairs Committee shall inform the Budget Committee of this action for inclusion in the operating budget of the university.
Thank you, Kenyon. Are there any questions or comments regarding the fee? I'm looking, but I don't see any. Therefore, may I have a motion and a second to approve the increase in the mandatory student security and transportation fee at the University of Pittsburgh campus?
So moved,
So
Dave
moved.
Chillstone.
And second, Ross, did you get the second?
Second, Dave Chillstone.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor, say aye.
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 Any opposed? Any abstentions? Sorry. Thank you. The resolution is approved. Is there any new business to come before the committee? If there's no new business, I want to thank everyone for attending today's meeting, and this public meeting is now adjourned.